Please be seated. Welcome, everybody, to the University of Central Lancashire's graduation ceremony, at which we're delighted to be celebrating the successes of our fabulous graduates. It guarantees to be a day you'll all remember. I would like to welcome today Dame Sue Ian, who is our Pro-Chancellor and Chair of the University Board.
Hello everyone. A very warm welcome to you all. I'm delighted to be here to help you celebrate such a special occasion. As Chair of the University Board, it's an absolute pleasure for me to see so many successful people in front of me. This is just the start of the great careers that I'm sure will lie ahead for you all. As a proud Preston girl myself, who's worked for most of my career in the Northwest, I know what a great part of the world this is, to live in, to learn, and to succeed. I hope you all will have a fantastic celebration today, and I wish you every success in the future. I'm now pleased to invite our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Graham Baldwin, to say a few words of welcome to you all and to reflect on the significance of what you have achieved.
Welcome to the University of Central Lancashire. Pro-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Mr. Mayor, distinguished guests, proud family and friends, and most importantly, the graduates of the University of Central Lancashire class of 2024, today is a day of celebration, a day of reflection, and a day of anticipation for the future. Next week, on the 18th of July, it's the late Nelson Mandela's birthday, and I'm reminded of the words he once said: "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Today, we celebrate not just your academic success, but the potential within each of you to make a difference in the world. And you can be confident that your studies here at the University of Central Lancashire have prepared you well, and I am sure you will find that you now have a closer set of connections with the world around you and will be better prepared for all that the future holds. This is particularly important today as we face a time of such significant change and challenge. We have a new government who will be wrestling with numerous pressing issues: political instability and conflict, climate change exacerbating extreme weather events, ongoing economic inequality, and the advancement of technology leading to concerns around privacy and cyber security. That is why, although today is a time to look back over the last couple of years and to take pleasure in the progress you have made, you should, indeed must, also look forward and consider how you can contribute to solving the challenges we face as a society. We are all part of the solution, and as graduates, others will be looking to you for your contribution and often for your leadership. This might seem daunting, but be confident in yourself. You are the leaders of tomorrow, and as I have said, your studies here have prepared you well. Pursue the future with energy and enthusiasm, and don't settle for second best. We know it won't always work out, but how well you handle any disappointments will be as important as how well you handle any success. You can be confident in your university and the education it has provided. I hope that the new government will similarly recognise the value of universities and the very significant contribution they make to addressing national and global challenge. As Graduation Week demonstrates, We educate the key workers, our doctors and nurses, vets, dentists, health workers, lawyers, police and social workers. We educate engineers and IT specialists, the scientists, business leaders, and those who drive creativity through the arts, media, and fashion. And the choir, who will entertain us later, are all drawn from the university, a great example that we are a place which nurtures and helps develop great talent. And of course, our sports teams and sports scholars, who have also made us proud, achieving impressive victories whilst importantly demonstrating exceptional sportsmanship. I've touched on many different subjects there. I can't reference the successes in every subject because there are just too many to mention. But hopefully, this demonstrates that we take our role seriously in helping to develop the necessary skills and to provide employability opportunities for our graduates. Every year, the University of Central Lancashire sees remarkable accomplishments that set new standards in teaching, research, and community engagement. We are a beacon for innovation and excellence. 2/3 of our research is classed as world-leading or internationally significant, and we are 63rd across the university sector for research power. One of our cosmology PhD students recently discovered the Big Ring, a second ultra-large structure in deep space, whilst we also discovered that young planets are flattened structures like Smarties rather than spheres. And all of this is most appropriate considering that we host the UK sub-office for the United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs. Our individual student success stories are too great to mention, but believe me, they are remarkable. We have also implemented new programs and initiatives that support students from all backgrounds, ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to succeed. The commitment to inclusivity is a testament to our belief that diversity enriches the educational experience and prepares our graduates to thrive in a globalized world. We are officially a University of Sanctuary, the Times #1 modern university for graduate outcomes, and we're ranked in the top 7% of universities worldwide. From pioneering studies in coastal erosion to advancements in clinical care pathways and healthcare technologies, our university has made world-leading contributions to addressing some of the most pressing global challenges. Our researchers have not only published their findings, but have also collaborated with industry and governments to turn these innovations into real-world solutions. In that context, I hope that we have helped create the opportunity for your future success, ensuring that you have the relevant knowledge, skills and experiences to thrive wherever you came from and wherever you go to next. I hope too that as part of your university journey, you have felt that you have belonged here. It is important to us that our students feel safe, valued, welcomed and included. Whoever you are, wherever you are in life, here at the University of Central Lancashire, we believe there's always a way. Let us not forget the support and encouragement from your families, friends, in you has been unwavering, and their pride in your achievements is well deserved. Take a moment to thank them for their love and for their support, for they have played an integral role in your success. Please join me in giving them a massive round of applause. Now, all the rest of the applause today will be just for you. As we celebrate your accomplishments, we also recognise the resilience and determination that each of you has shown in reaching this milestone. The journey to this day has probably not been easy, and it has been filled with challenges and uncertainties. But you have persevered, adapted, and emerged stronger. Your ability to overcome adversity is a testament to your strength and character. I also want to thank the university staff for making all this happen and for their skills, support, and most especially for their excellent teaching. Here on stage and in this university in general, we have a group of teaching staff who are outstanding in their commitment, their care and their dedication. And you have also been supported by many highly dedicated and professional staff members who have provided the services and infrastructure that have also helped towards your success here at the university. Finally, I leave you with this thought from Steve Jobs. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Find your passion, pursue it with vigour, and never settle for anything less than what you truly believe in. On behalf of everybody at the University of Central Lancashire, very well done and good luck for a happy and successful future. Thank you.
Thank you, Graham. The university is now extremely proud to confer an honorary fellowship award on Alex Hartley. Vice-Chancellor, Alexandra Hartley, known as Alex, is a proud Lancastrian who has travelled the world playing, coaching and commentating on the sport she loves. The cricket fanatic made her debut for Lancashire when she was only 14. The left-arm spin bowler soon became the team's leading wicket taker in the county championship and was called up to England's under-17 side. Alex's continued improvement saw her receive her first England cap in a one-day international in 2016, and only days later that was followed by her international T20 debut. The Blackburn-born player, who was a specialist in the short form of the game, was a key part of the England team that won the 2017 World Cup, where she claimed 2 important wickets in the final. After retiring from playing, Alex's enthusiasm for the game was recognised by national broadcasters. She can be heard offering her views on BBC Radio's iconic Test Match special, while she also commentates for TNT Sports and BBC Sport. Alex, who has spoken publicly about her mental health battles, co-presents a cricket podcast and writes a regular column in the Daily Telegraph. Back on the field, last year she became one of the first 2 female coaches to be appointed in a men's franchise league in the subcontinent. When she accepted the position of spin bowling coach for the Multan Sultans, it was celebrated worldwide as it showed the significant progress being made with women taking top positions within the elite level of the sport. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the University Board, it is with great pleasure that I present Alex Hartley with the award of Honorary Fellow from the University of Central Lancashire. I now call on Alex to speak to you all.
Thank you very much. I don't think anyone's ever been that nice to me before, so thank you. This is probably going to be longer than you all want it to be, so bear with me. Like most young people growing up, I had no idea what the future held, the job I wanted to do, the path I wanted to follow, but what I did know, the world was a very big place and almost anything was possible. My parents, who are here today, constantly encouraged me to try new things, like speaking in front of all these people, to be active and, more importantly, to be myself. As a young girl, perhaps without really knowing it, I was somewhat different to everybody else. I didn't fit in with the so-called cool girls at school. I was less obsessed with acting cool and being seen to be perfect. I was more concerned about doing things like playing football, climbing trees, and just having fun. As a very small child, gender was not an issue and barriers only existed in terms of my own physical and mental ability. Only as I got a little bit older did it become apparent that certain stereotypes could prove to be a challenge. The very first time I held a cricket ball, I was 9 years old on the park with my grandparents, mum, dad, and brother, with a box as the wickets. We played for hours, and I knew at that moment playing this game made my heart smile and my soul happy. I soon joined my local cricket club on a Friday evening with the kids that were all largely boys, and before long, at the age group teams, I became a regular on a more organised basis. Lancashire Cricket Club invited me to trial at the age of 12, and to me this was simply just a chance to play more cricket more often. At high school, however, the cricket team was entirely made up of boys, and it was made very clear that my potential involvement was unwelcome. But through my pure stubbornness and refusing to play netball with the girls, I eventually was welcome to join the boys. At the age of 14, I made my debut for Lancashire Women's First Team, and at that time, county teams were being financially encouraged to promote women's cricket, although coaches have since admitted to me that their approach was simply to do enough to ensure that the funding continued. Cricket has always been a man's sport, played by men, watched by men, and run by men. Well, I was a girl, and I loved playing cricket too. Having had some success at Lancashire, England trials followed, and they didn't necessarily go to plan. I then ended up being dropped from England, so I decided to give up my whole life. I missed birthdays, weddings, normal nights out, which I hope you lot have tonight, as a normal 19-year-old girl. I ended up paying for my own coaching, I worked full-time in a bakery, and I gave my heart and soul to cricket through many ups and downs. Having moved my life from Manchester to London for 4 years at the age of 19, then came the reward in June 2016. I was selected to play for the England Women's First Team against Pakistan at Derby. Despite an unimpressive debut, which I later found out, I was told I would never play cricket for England again, but through my pure resilience and character, I was included with the England squad to travel to Jamaica for a series against the West Indies. I was leading wicket taker in that series and one player of the tournament. I went on to play 32 times for England in ODI cricket, took 2 wickets in the 2017 World Cup final at Lords to beat India and win the World Cup. Lords was full on that day, the first time women's cricket had sold out the ground. As a team, we knew that something incredible had happened, not just in sport, but for women as a whole. A women's team could sell out a men's sport, a men's ground, take prime position in the TV schedule and have millions of people glued to their screens cheering us on. Perhaps cricket was not just for men after all. I went on to play another 30-odd games for my country before retiring from the game to follow my love of commentary, which, through many mental health struggles, which I've been so open and honest about, I wouldn't change for the world, although it's not been bloody easy. Dyslexia runs in my family, and whilst I was never formally diagnosed at school, I found reading difficult, that's ironic, isn't it? I found reading difficult, and consequently, academic studies were a slog. But I'd seen my mum return to college and complete a degree when she was in her 30s, so I've always recognised the value of formal education and understood the rewards of learning, something I'm incredibly proud of her for doing. I believe that knowledge provides the foundation for futures, whether that be academic, practical, or a combination of the two. My personal foundation has been through the support of my family and learning what I achieved while progressing within my sport. Others will build a happy and successful life based upon the knowledge they acquire in wonderful places just like this one here today. My dad cried on that day in July in 2017. He told me afterwards that his tears were not because we had won the World Cup and that he was proud of me, but it was because the person that I have become today, but also because he knew at that moment what we had done for women in women's sport. That never again would any dad have to hold their tearful daughter in his arms, having been told that they couldn't play cricket because they were a girl. Just as life is for everyone, sport is for everyone, regardless of age, race, religion or gender. I've been lucky enough and I've had the support which has allowed me to pursue my passion and follow my dreams. At UCLan, thousands of young people are going to be given a platform to pursue their own passions and take their first steps on their own path. I am honoured to be associated with this incredible learning institution and being a part of the building futures that it creates. Thank you for this incredible award. I wish you all the best in the future. I know it sounds cliche, and you've probably all heard it before, but anything is possible when you put your mind to it. Thank you.
Graduands, it's now the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of your awards. You'll be guided all the way by our university ushers and will cross the stage individually once your name is read out. So please make sure you bring your named seat cards with you to the stage. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards from the School of Law and Policing. For a thesis entitled Factors Affecting Implementation of the Initial Police Risk Assessment and the Officer's Risk Level Decisions in Case of Intimate Partner Violence / Abuse, the Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Paul Hargreaves. For the award of Master of Science in Counter-Terrorism, Rhys Evans. Magdalena Pazowska. Edward Turner. For Master of Science in Criminal Investigation, Annie Underwood. Master of Science in Cybercrime Investigation, Manish Iswar. Master of Science in Emergency Management in High Hazard Industries, Owen McCarney. Mark Stavart. Master of Science in Financial Investigation, Faiza Ayub. Master of Science in Forensic Science and Chemical Analysis, Taya Barrington Ford. Tanvir Khan. Jamie Reynolds. Master of Science in Forensic Science and Molecular Biology, Kayla Bruno. Megan Grimshaw. Sophie Miller. Postgraduate Certificate in Financial Investigation, Anne Heaps. Postgraduate Diploma in Criminal Investigation, Katie Lang. Postgraduate Diploma in Forensic Science, Charlotte Main. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Criminology and Criminal Justice, Katie Bowen. Ewan Boran. Tamsin Cabrera. Joseph Carter. Caitlin Champion. Megan Delia. Connor Eastwood. All right. Charlie El Kassim. Emma Fox. Ryan Goodwin. Hannah Hamilton. Badra Ilyas. Holly Johnson. Lauren Lowe. Adrian Mackey. Jordan Markham. Sophie Massey. It's okay. Hannah Mile. Alicia Nuri. Alice Phipps. Amy Robinson. You can smile, you know. Come. Bethany Robson. Olivia Ruffley. Lily Sharp. Olivia Stewart. Amina Suleiman. Leanne Vong. Shannon Walker. Victoria Vardica. Abby Wiley. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Criminology and Sociology, Wise Butt. Ayman Ifraz. Laura Jones. Tammy Leach. Jessica McCaney. Leah Morville. Francesca Musso. Halima Nadim. Smiling. Rebecca Turner. Thank you. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Public Services, Connor Belshaw. May O'Neill. Caleb Wellock. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Forensic Science, Elise Archer. Thank you. Akima Carty. Got me nervous. Louise Caton. Bethany Cordwell. Madeleine Edwards. Molly Handley. Abigail Hardy. James Hudson. Jessica Kellett. Zohar Khan Perveen. Abigail Lawson. Anjali McWarner. Leah McLaughlin. Caitlin McWilliam. Neve Meadows. Lauren Page Orkiston. Abigail Priestner. Leanne Ritchie. Katie Saville. Ella Smith. Shania Billy Taylor. Ella Walsh. Paige Wilson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Forensic Science and Criminal Investigation, Dana Ashton. Keep smiling, you're all right. Aurora Bernal Just. Melissa Berry. Jasmine Booz. Elizabeth Borlas. Jasmine Bauer. Thomas James Williams. Seth Bradshaw. Alicia Brickett. Diana Brooks. Erin Bruce. Jack Cairns. You can smile, mate. You're all right, you know. Benjamin Cavallari. Amy Champion. Katie Charlson. Olivia Cheetham. Katie Cluley. Justine Cliff. Georgia Cole. Charlie Collinge. Carl Connors. Lauren Cookson. Tanya Cullen. Matthew Dodd. Charlotte Dodds. Ellie Donoghue. Maisie Downs. Rojin Ashana Tarani. Luke Evans. Lydia Evans. Owen Gaskell. Jennifer Gillespie. Olivia Goddard. Lily Goldsmith. Isabel Goldborn. Georgia Gregory. Lee Gregory. Emily Grono. Freya Hamilton. Liam Hardman. Georgia Hare. Lexi Heath. Tyler Hill. Morgan Lynn Holden Wright. Ikra Hussain. Patrick Lancaster. Amy Leather. Charlotte Lomax. Cara Lynch. Anya Lynn. Anne Mercado Gomez. Regan Marwick. Smiling. That's meant to be fun. Jessica Marsh. Erin McAllister. Courtney McCluskey. Jasmine Jordan. Daisy Minsher Shawcross. Megan McGlade. Latia Mitchell-Wilson. Tia Morrison. Antonia Neil Glynn. Kate Pedroche. Vicky Rhodes. Flor Rios Santana. Casey Robinson. Jacqueline Rose. Millie Scholes. Megan Shepherd. Danica Sheridan. Shannon Stackhouse. Leah Stevenson. Lisa Stobbart. Zara Lily Suskalugo. Lavinia Swan. Olivia Zombara. Igor Superzaneski. Adele Taylor. Claudia Timmerman. Alexandra Sylvia Vazadrag. Alice Daisy Bronte Weeks. Victoria Viadro. Romy Wilson. Rihanna Wise. Bethany Wood. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Policing and Criminal Investigation, Georgia Allen. Joseph Ankers Horton. Alexander Ashcroft. Cerise Balfe. Francesca Bannister. George Brickles Guilfoyle. Megan Brown. Casey Collins. Megan Delaney Eels. Keenan Eyre. Smile, yeah, smile. Emily Francis. Isabel Gibbons. Evie Gibbs. Adam Goldfinch. Ellie Goss. Philippe Rahofsky. Kyron Horton. Maria Hundreva. Macy Hyatt. Siobhan Lee. Polly McDiarmid. Ethan Marshall Slater. Jack McGreevy. Keegan McGuinness. Alexandra Palabika. Seema Patel. Eleanor Pease. Callum Peppard. Farhan Reza. You can smile, you know, mate. Fortune Samuel. Joshua Seed. Grace Shepherd. Igor Simesko. Connor Skews. Abby Trafford. Jack Ewells. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Professional Policing, Benjamin Blight. Rachel Booker. Millie Brennan. Thomas Caldicott. Naheem Desai. Rebecca Farley. Ruby Farron. Serena Gambacorta. Luke Greer. Victoria Greer. Amy Harris. Cairo Henry. Dalton Howard. Mariam Bukhari. Adam Hussein. Dinon Ismail. James Maddox. Rowena Oliver. Thomas Sale. Faye Scott. Amber Smalley. Mackenzie Taylor. Emma Lowry. Thomas Tushi. Harry Wood. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Professional Policing Practice, Lisa Aston. Bridget Baumer. Chloe Dixon. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Professional Policing Practice, Danielle Louise Garner. Debbie Harrison. Christopher Lorimer. Isaac John Madrick. Jack Massey. Luke McKenna. Catherine Alice Sykes. Matthew Woodman. Graduate Diploma in Professional Policing Practice, Charlotte Ask. Diane Aston. Sarah Backhouse. Elliot Binfield. Yasmin Boyle. Ellie Brennan. Rachel Brealey. Sarah Brooks. Laura Buffin. Jordan Burrell. Jodie Ferguson. Baris Hackman. Vivian Hardman. Nathan Harrowing. Samuel Hextall. Nicole Hay. Christopher Holton. Carolina Iglauska. Joel Ilunga. Ishfan Iqbal. Thank you. Simone Khan. Zaida Kokar. Ria King. Joshua Latham. Liam Lee. Michael Lewis. Alexander Lusby. Martina Mantovani. Michaela Mills. Hamza Musa. Anna O'Connor. Carol Opalka. Zainab Shuji. Jack Spilbeisler. Jessica Tapper. Shauna Walton. Robert Williams. Foundation degree in arts in criminology, Danielle Clark. Niamh Dunn. Nicole Hayes. Jessica Miro. Jennifer Stevens. Caitlin Till. Melissa Thomas Ely. Postdoctoral Diploma in Criminal Investigations, Anam Khan. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Law and Policing.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. Congratulations to every single one of you who have received their award. We are delighted to have with us today our very own University Choir, which is made up from representatives of all years on the Music Theatre course. We are delighted to have them perform at our celebration today. Graduates and guests, I give you the UCLan Chamber Choir.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
Singer in a smoky room,
The smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night.
working hard to get my fill.
Everybody wants a thrill, paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win,
Some will lose.
some were born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends, it goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living
The ceremony is very nearly finished, and it's almost time for the celebrations to really get going with your families, friends, loved ones and supporters. But we need something symbolic to kick things off. So please listen to the following instructions very carefully. Firstly, all non-graduates in the room, please get your cameras ready for a great photo opportunity. And secondly, graduates, please all stand and take off your mortarboards. Now, when I count to 3, and only when I count to 3, I want you all to throw your mortarboards up into the air in the traditional fashion and in celebration of what you've achieved during your time at university. But please, don't throw them too high or too far to avoid them injuring you or someone else. And importantly, because once you've retrieved your mortarboard, it is yours to take home and keep with the university's best wishes. So, here we go. On a count of 3, throw your mortarboards in the air and give a big cheer. And then we will all follow with a further 3 cheers. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Now, if you could all take your seats for one last time, whilst I explain the final stage of this amazing special day. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion and sharing this special day with our university community. Once we have sung the national anthem, the platform party will leave the stage, and graduates, you will process out of the hall past a guard of honour in the central aisle. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. And please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. Guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the graduates and platform party have left the hall. You will then be guided through the doors at the side by the ushers to rejoin your graduates in the Student Centre for post-ceremony celebrations. We hope you've enjoyed the ceremony today. Well done to you all, and congratulations once again. For those who can, please now stand for the national anthem of Great Britain.